What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph? You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Okay, we're coming back to Tom MacDonald. Yes, indeed. Tom MacDonald Fans FEELIN YOU. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi-bobbidi-bop, do me a favor before you do all that stuff. Please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Ian Franks, and Ian wanted to see me react to this song by Tom MacDonald called Brainwashed. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, hang on, I've heard this song before, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by Tom MacDonald, shocking, and the video has 3.6 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Tom MacDonald, Brainwashed. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Half the country fell asleep, but they scream woke. We're distracted by vaccines and TV shows. Politics, celebrity, gossip, popular, neat quotes. Black lives, white lives, which lives mean most? We only dedicate one day to remember our fallen soldiers, the men and women who died young. But if you come out the closet as Caitlyn Jenner, you're a hero and you get a whole Pride Month. The most dangerous pandemic's propaganda from these clowns. Only mask that's gonna save us is duct tape on their mouths. Don't speak. We don't need to defund police, need to defund the media who lies through their teeth like Big Pharma doesn't cure you, dog, cause every patient that gets cured is a customer lost. And big oil runs the world, the only wars that get fought are with the countries who have natural resources they want. Heard him claiming if a white man braids his hair and likes rap, he's appropriating culture. But if a white man acts too white, he's white trash, he's a racist, he's a bigot, he's a monster. Let's just have the conversation. Not every liberal is dumb, not all Republicans are racist. The government wants everybody fighting with their neighbors cause they know that if we get along, we'll probably go against them. They can't stop us, cause we're ready to fight, trying to brainwash us. But we won't let freedom die, the whole world's brainwashed.
Everybody pick a team, start a riot in the streets.
The whole world's brainwashed.
It's us against them, it ain't you against me.
How did monkeys become people and people turned into sheep? They put fluoride in the water that's keeping us all asleep. Claim they want what's best for us, I find it hard to believe. Cause they've been selling us cigarettes since we was 18.
I like the feel. The feel in this is awesome. It has the push, it has the drive. The energy is there, but at the same time, it has that laid back feel. I don't even think laid back is strong enough a word. It really has that, not dragging, but almost like a dirge feel, like a march. Like a slow, methodic march, I guess is the best way to put it. The kick drum work sounds really nice. It's filling, it's fitting, but it doesn't overtake. It doesn't make itself overbearing. It's present, and it's definitely the driving force of the pattern, of the rhythmic pattern. But it's still it's not so far forward in the mix, and it's not so overly acted that the snare work gets buried. The snare work is definitively being placed, and you can hear it on the threes. It feels really good. We're in B, which one of my favorite keys. Probably my second favorite key of all time. Just a little bit below D. It has a very angry feel to it. A very methodical feel and sound to it. I love B, man. I really do. I always have. B minor it's just absolute tops when it comes to writing angry songs, mad songs. And this definitely has that feel. I know a lot of people are wondering what I think about the lyrics. You may be new here. I don't do lyrics. I've tried. I have tried my entire life to be able to interpret lyrics, and folks, I can't do it. It's just not something I do. Lyrics go right over my head, so unfortunately I can't really focus on lyrics. That's why I'm focusing on the beat and the melodies and the chordal patterns, and that's what I do. That's what I'm strong at. So the song feels good. I'm digging everything I'm hearing from the beat and from the background chordal structure. So I got no problem with anything that I'm hearing right now. So let's keep going.
Fake news, fake woke, distract and divide. You're either right or you're left, or you're black or you're white. Big tech don't need a microchip to hack in your life, cause the phone inside your pocket is a tracking device. And I don't know what I'm more sick of, rappers or Joe Biden looking like he ate 100 Xanax for dinner. Cause censoring the president and kicking him off Twitter is a bigger threat to freedom than foreign ballistic missiles. You don't trust the police or the government, but you want people giving up their right to own a firearm. Why would you be comfortable if police and the government the only people on the planet with the right to buy a gun? White privilege getting amplified to reinforce division. It convinces white people that they're favored by their skin, and black people getting angry because they're told they're treated different. So the conflict is between us and never with the system. Let's just have the conversation. Not every liberal is dumb, not all Republicans are racist. The government wants everybody fighting with their neighbors because they know that if we get along, we'll probably go against them. They can't stop us, cause we're ready to fight, trying to brainwash us. But we won't let freedom die. The whole world's brainwashed.
Everybody pick a team, start a riot in the streets.
The whole world's brainwashed.
It's us against them, it ain't you against me.
Step 1, train the people only to consume. Step 2, infiltrate adults with the news. Step 3, indoctrinate the children through the schools and the music and the apps on the phones that they use. Step 4, separate the right from the left. Step 5, separate the white from the black. Step 6, separate the rich from the poor. Use religion and equality to separate them more. Step 7, fabricate a problem, made a lie. Step 8, put it on the news every night. Step 9, when people start to fight and divide, take control. This is called situational design. They can't stop us, cause we're...
I love the melodics in there. You can hear them very clearly after the drum pattern laid out. In the guitar, you got the open B up to the so you got the 1 on the open B up to the octave above, up to the 8. And then you got the minor 7 back to the 8, up to the 10, the minor 10. So boom ba doo doo. So you get that minor third in there, but it's octave above, so it'd be a 10. But it's the minor third of the octave above the root. How about that? That will keep it simple like that. But boom ba doo ba da da da. It feels really good. I like that, man. It's haunting. It gives it that haunting feel, while at the same time still managing to keep that angry feel at the same time. I dig it. I absolutely dig what's happening chordally in the tune. The layouts before switching into, I guess, what you would classify as the chorus, very smart. And I love the fact that they have that delayed entrance. It just lays out a little bit longer, not a full phrase, but it delays the vocals coming back in, right on the downbeat of 1. It's more like, 2, 3, 1, 2. It's like 2 extra beats, I think, 2 to 3 extra beats. It's really smart. It gives you that sense of anticipation, and I like that. It's very, very strategic. I I don't pay attention to what they're saying. I'm not really all that concerned about what they're saying because, like I said, lyrics go over my head. But I will say, his meter, his delivery, his placement, his word placement feels really good. It feels on top. Sometimes the lyrics are bleeding over into the next phrase, which I think is really smart. Sometimes they stop, right where they're stereotypically supposed to stop, where it would make sense to stop. Usually that's what he does, but sometimes he bleeds them over into the next phrase. And I think that's really good. It really helps keep the listener vested. So really, really smart. Let's finish this out and we'll get to the review.
Every night, step 9. When people start to fight and divide, take control. This is called situational design. They can't stop us, cause we're ready to fight, trying to brainwash us, but we won't let freedom die. The whole world's brainwashed.
Everybody pick a team, start a riot in the streets.
The whole world's brainwashed.
It's us against them, it ain't you against me.
Here it is. That minor third work, man. Dig it. Dig it, dig it, dig it. Honestly, there's not a whole lot to talk about. I've actually said everything I need to say during the course of the reaction, so I'm just going to hit a couple of bullet points, bing, bop, boop, and we're going to call it a day. So let me get my thoughts together and make sure I didn't forget anything, and I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Tom MacDonald with Brainwashed. This was a request from Ian Franks. Okay, yeah, there's honestly not a whole lot to talk about, if I'm being perfectly honest. The song is pretty straightforward, and like I said, I pretty much said everything I needed to say during the course of the reaction, so we're seriously going to just hit some bullet points, bing, bop, boop, and we are going to call it a day. So let's get started here, starting off with that rating. Out of a possible 5 stars, I'm going to give that 4 stars. Yep, 4 out of 5 stars. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
It's a really good song. It is. It's really well constructed. It's really well thought out. It follows a very consistent pattern, which I got absolutely no problem with. A lot of people may say that's predictable, and to those people I say, what's wrong with that? Because I'll be honest with you, with predictability comes a certain level of comfort. So I got no issue with that at all. The beat that he created for this, really nice. Very driven by the kick, which I was really happy about. Snare was there though. And here's the thing, sometimes you'll hear hip hop artists where they put so much emphasis on the kick and what the kick does and how the kick pushes and how the kick drives that the snare almost becomes an afterthought. Make no mistake about it, in this song, the snare was not an afterthought. It was there on the 2s and 4s every single time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It was absolutely there every single time. You heard the kick doing most of the work, I guess, as far as, creating subdivisions and creating feel. That was really mostly done with the kick drum, which I thought was really smart. The chordal pattern. First of all, we're in B, one of my favorite keys, my second favorite key of all time. B minor, man, I love it. I absolutely love everything about it. Probably the most angry key. Well, I don't know. There's something to be said about F sharp. F sharp can be pretty angry too, but I think, honestly, I think B sounds angrier than F sharp does. I love the melodic line it came up with the 1, 8, 7, 8, 10. I like that. All in minor, so you had the flat 7, the 8 to the flat 10 above the 8, which would be like 1. You go up to the 8, and then be like 1, 7, 1, 3. It's a very easy melodic pattern to follow. It's not hard, but I really appreciate the fact that he did that at all. A lot of hip hop artists, they won't mess around with melodics a whole lot, so that was really well thought out. I love the chordal pattern. Let's see what else. Okay, lyrics, guys. If you've been following this channel for any amount of time, lyrics go right over my head. I've always, my entire life, struggled with lyrics. You could put a lyric sheet in front of me and I honestly still won't get it. Lyrics are just not my thing. And I know when it comes to hip hop, lyrics are seriously like 85 to 90% of hip hop songs. So I know a lot of people look at me and go, why are you reacting to a hip hop song when you don't do lyrics? Because let everybody else do it. Let everybody else who understands lyrics and can comprehend lyrics and can interpret lyrics. Let all of those other reactors handle the lyrics. I will handle what they won't touch, which is everything else, you know? So I like to play to my strengths. I will say his meter sounded really nice. The rhythmic placement, the timing, and the placement all sounded really good, man. I loved how he, every once in a while, it didn't happen very often, but every once in a while, his sentences would run on to the next phrase. I like that. The thing is, and the reason I liked it as much as I did, he didn't do it too often. He didn't keep going back to the well like some other hip hop artists that we know. We won't mention their names, but there are some hip hop artists that we know that do that every single phrase, and they've kind of made a name for themselves doing that. And look, if that's their thing, that's their thing. That's cool. I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of it, but it's okay. What Tom did with this song rhythmically with his vocals, I think they sounded just fine. In closing, I know why a lot of people like, you know, reactors to react to Tom MacDonald, and this because Tom MacDonald is a very polarizing figure. I mean, he's one of those guys that, you know, you bring him up in conversation and you're asking to start World War III on your channel, because it opens up a lot of opportunities for discussion and a lot of opportunities for debate, which unfortunately in this modern day and age can often lead to a war of words. All I'm going to say is this: he has a certain point of view, and listen, he is absolutely entitled to that point of view. Whether you agree with it or not, it's a valid point of view because it is his opinion. And I mean, some people are going to say it's fact. Some people are going to say it's, you know, him trying to stir the pot. Some people are going to say it's all an act. Some people are going to say that he's the most legit person in the world. Listen, everybody is entitled to their opinions, okay? Everybody is. And I'm not going to sit here and try to say one way or the other who's right, who's wrong. This is not a political channel. I know there's a lot of reactors out there who have switched gears from reacting to movies or reacting to music to switching to reacting to politics. And look, more power to them. If that's what they want to do with their channel, that's fine. I hope they have success with it. I really do. And I know a lot of channels have had success with it. Again, more power to them. Great for them, good for them. I'm happy for them. I'm not slandering them or putting them down in any way. All I'm saying is this: that is not going to happen with this channel. I refuse to get into politics because there's just too many opportunities for people to take sides. There's too many opportunities for a war of words to happen, and I'm going to get stuck right in the middle of it, and I'm not going to do that. So we don't talk about politics on the channel. There are 4 things that we do not discuss on this channel. The forbidden 4. We don't talk about relationships. We don't talk about politics. We don't talk about money, and we don't talk about religion. I'm sorry, we just don't do it. Everybody has their opinions on those things. Everybody has their thoughts on those things. And they are certainly entitled to have those thoughts and those opinions. I myself have my own opinions. And will I ever share those opinions? No, I will not, because I don't want to be looked at as I'm taking a side with anybody. So I have my own thoughts on it. I have my own opinions on it, and I'm leaving it at that. I'm not sharing. So if you like that, great. If you don't like that, if you're upset by that, I'm sorry. But that's my choice. I choose not to share. So anyway, 4 out of 5 stars. I feel very good with that score for the song. It's a banging tune. It really is. I dug the beat. I dug the feel. I dug the energy. I dug the vibe. I dug everything I heard. So yeah, 4 out of 5 stars. I feel good with that rating, and that is where we're going to stay. So 4 out of 5 stars. Final score. I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.